5 minutes ago, a statement from Balmoral Castle cut through the crisp Highland air. It carried no fanfare, no political weight, but a tenderness that has instantly cast a pall of profound sadness over the entire royal family. King Charles III has spoken, not as a monarch, but as a brother-in-law, about a woman whose life has been inextricably and often tragically linked to his family for nearly 40 years. This is Royal Report 24/7, and we are first to bring you the tragic, deeply personal announcement that has just been released. This isn't about scandal or strategy. This is about human frailty and a gesture of royal grace that speaks volumes. For this story, you need to be here. Subscribe and hit the bell. The announcement, brief and elegantly worded, confirms that Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, has received what the palace is terming a difficult and definitive health prognosis. While the specific details are, rightfully, kept private out of respect for the Duchess and her family, the language used, facing significant challenges ahead, leaves little room for ambiguity. This is not a temporary condition. This is a battle with a clear and looming horizon. But the true tragedy and the focus of the King's statement is not just the diagnosis. It is the timing and the cruel shadow it casts over a life perpetually seeking redemption. After decades of public ridicule, financial scandal, and existing in the painful limbo of a royal ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson had finally found a measure of peace and purpose. Her historical novels were bestsellers. Her advocacy work was respected. Her role as a devoted grandmother and a fiercely loyal mother to Beatrice and Eugenie was her undisputed triumph. She had, against all odds, rebuilt a life of dignity. For King Charles to make this announcement himself is significant. He is not the head of her family. Prince Andrew is. But by speaking, the king is doing two poignant things. First, he is extending the protective mantle of the crown over her, officially recognizing her enduring place within the wider royal family fabric, regardless of divorce. Second, and more heartbreakingly, he is preparing the public. He is guiding the narrative with kindness, ensuring the woman's so often tabloid fodder is framed with the compassion and gravity she now deserves. The focus now shifts, with immense sorrow, to her daughters. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, who have navigated their parents' scandals with stoic grace, now face the deepest personal trial imaginable. The York women, as they have been called, bound by an unshakable bond forged in the fires of public scrutiny, now face a threat no public relations can fix. The King's statement is also a shield for them, an attempt to control the media store before it can descend upon their private grief. Historians will note the painful parallels. Sarah Ferguson entered the royal family alongside Princess Diana, two young women swallowed by the institution's maw, finding solace in a friendship that was also a lifeline. Diana's life ended in tragic, public suddenness. Sarah's struggle now appears to be one of tragic, private duration. Both stories underscore the often unbearable human cost of a life touched by the crown. This announcement reframes Sarah Ferguson's entire story. The narrative of the hapless Duchess of Debt falls away, replaced by the stark image of a grandmother, a mother, a friend, facing her greatest challenge with a bravery she was never credited for having. The king, in a statement, has granted her a long overdue dignity. The palace's tragic announcement is not just a medical bulletin. It is an act of belated kindness, a royal acknowledgement that after years of being the family's most awkward footnote, Sarah Ferguson's fight is their fight too. Her tragedy is now, officially, a royal one that the statement is 5 minutes old. The grief will last a lifetime. At Royal Report 24/7, we report on the human heart beneath the crown. This is a story of vulnerability, family, and a final, painful chapter being written with unexpected grace. To follow this story with the sensitivity it demands, stay with us. Subscribe now, honor this moment with a like, share this solemn analysis, and ring that bell. The bells of Balmoral have tolled. This is Royal Report 24/7.